Do you feel that seeking the truth has distanced you from friends or family? What makes this pursuit so polarizing for chosen ones? You are the chosen one, who started an unrelenting quest for truth and authenticity. This path is not merely a journey, it's a calling that draws you away from the trodden paths into the realms of solitude. Here, in the quietude away from the world's clamor, lies the crucible where your deepest insights and realizations are forged. The first reason your journey as the chosen one often leads you away from the crowd is your fundamental misalignment with societal norms. As you pursue deeper truths and authenticity, you inevitably find yourself at odds with the widely accepted norms and collective beliefs that others accept without question. This divergence is not just a matter of opinion, it's a profound dissonance between what you know to be true for yourself and what society insists must be true for all. Consider how your quest for authenticity compels you to question the very foundations upon which many societal expectations are built. For example, if societal norms dictate a certain path to success, such as pursuing a lucrative career, regardless of personal satisfaction or ethical implications, you find yourself stepping back to evaluate not just the path, but the destination itself. Is this success worth the personal compromise? Does this definition of achievement align with your values and vision for a meaningful life? Your decision to seek answers to these questions and live by the truths you discover often results in a gradual but inevitable isolation from those who do not question, who do not see beyond the societal blueprint. This isolation can be particularly pronounced if you start to advocate for changes based on your discoveries. Speaking out against prevailing injustices or unsustainable practices, for instance, can alienate you from those who either benefit from the status quo or fear the uncertainty of change. This departure from the group is not a rejection, but a necessary evolution. As you align more closely with your truths, the dissonance with those who adhere strictly to conventional norms grows. They may view your choices and insights as threats to their own way of life, or as critiques of their unexamined beliefs. Meanwhile, you see each step away from these norms not as a loss, but as a vital part of forging a path that is genuinely yours. Thus, the solitude that often accompanies the chosen one is not just a consequence but a requirement, a space free from the noise of collective conformity where you can listen deeply to your own voice. Here in the solitude, you find the strength and clarity to live authentically, even if it means walking a path less traveled. Welcome this solitude, for it is in these moments away from the crowd that your truest self is not only discovered but also celebrated and refined. The second reason your path as the chosen one is laden with solitude stems from the inherent loneliness of leadership. When you lead, especially as a trailblazer or as one advocating novel ideas, you often walk ahead of the crowd. This position, while prestigious, places you in an isolating vanguard where your decisions and directions are not just pioneering, but also deeply misunderstood or underappreciated by the majority. Consider the weight of leading a movement or championing a cause that breaks from traditional norms. You stand at the forefront, advocating for change that others may resist out of fear, ignorance, or comfort with the status quo. For example, you are driving an initiative for sustainable practices within an industry that remains largely indifferent or hostile to environmental concerns. Each step you take not only carves a path, but also separates you from those who lag behind, anchored by old habits or conventional thinking. This leadership role demands not just vision, but also a thick skin and an unwavering spirit, as the journey is fraught with challenges. You face criticism not only from overt detractors, but also from passive bystanders who watch silently, perhaps doubting and debating your choices without understanding the vision that drives them. Your decisions, whether rejecting a lucrative contract for ethical reasons or investing in an unproven but revolutionary idea, can lead to moments of profound loneliness as you operate without the comfort of consensus or immediate validation. Moreover, the loneliness of leadership is compounded by the necessity of making decisions that affect not just your own path, but potentially the lives of many others. These decisions, often made in solitude, bear the burden of consequence and the weight of responsibility. While you may have advisors and confidants, the final choice rests on your shoulders alone, and with it, the isolation that leadership entails. Embrace this solitude as both a challenge and a testament to your strength. It is within this space that your leadership is refined and your commitment tested. Here you learn that true leadership involves not just the courage to stand apart, but the wisdom to know when to forge ahead and when to look back and beckon others to follow. While the path of the chosen one can be lonely, it is also profoundly impactful. As you explore this terrain, remember that each step you take not only sets you apart, but also sets the stage for others to join you. Through your leadership, you not only pioneer new paths, but also light the way for future generations to tread boldly in your footsteps. The third reason you may feel a profound sense of solitude on your journey as the chosen one is the burden of awareness. With your elevated perception, you see layers of reality that remain obscure to others. This heightened sensitivity to deeper truths about societal structures, human behavior, and existential questions not only sets you apart, but can also widen the gulf of understanding between you and those around you. Consider the moments when you perceive the underlying currents of injustice or exploitation in what others might see as normal or traditional practices. For instance, where people see a celebration of cultural heritage, you might discern elements of cultural appropriation or historical inaccuracies that perpetuate stereotypes. Or in a business setting, while others might celebrate a new strategy as innovation, you see the ethical compromises and long-term implications that it entails. This deeper awareness can feel like a heavy cloak that you alone wear. Each insight, while enriching, also isolates you, as sharing these views can sometimes lead to resistance or dismissal from those not ready or unwilling to see beyond their current perspective. You find yourself in the delicate position of knowing more than you can say, and seeing more than others feel comfortable acknowledging. This burden often places you in the role of a silent observer or a reluctant whistleblower, both fraught with loneliness. You face a moral dilemma. Speak your truth and risk ostracization, or remain silent and feel complicit in the ignorance that pervades. This tension can manifest in everyday interactions, where your conversations may skim the surface, yet underneath, a torrent of unspoken truths stirs restlessly. Your awareness brings with it a responsibility to act, adding another layer to your solitude. Acting upon your insights often means paving the way alone, initiating changes without the comfort of consensus or immediate support. Whether it's advocating for policy changes, altering consumption habits, or challenging social norms, each action underscores your separation from the status quo. The burden of awareness is not merely about intellectual recognition, but emotional experience. It's about living with the constant challenge of balancing your inner truths with the external world's acceptance. As you manage this complex terrain, accept your awareness not just as a source of solitude, but as a beacon of change. Though it may be lonely, your informed actions and insights are crucial to transforming not just your life, but potentially reshaping the world around you. The fourth reason your path as the chosen one necessitates solitude stems from the intensity of self-discovery. This journey is not merely about uncovering new facets of your identity, but confronting the most profound truths within yourself. Such exploration demands a sacred silence, away from the clamor of everyday life, where you can delve into the depths of your soul without distraction. Consider yourself embarking on periods of deep introspection or engaging in meditation. These practices are not mere pastimes. They are essential rituals through which you converse with your innermost being. In these quiet moments, you peel back the layers of your persona, examining each fragment of your psyche that you've either hidden away or have yet to understand. This process can be unsettling, as it often brings you face to face with fears, past traumas, and unresolved conflicts that shape your current self. This journey of self-discovery can feel akin to navigating a labyrinth within your mind, where each turn reveals a new, often challenging aspect of your personality or history. Just as a labyrinth requires solitary navigation, so too does the process of self-reflection. The solitude provides you with a necessary buffer from external influences, allowing you to form unbiased perspectives about your own character and life choices. For instance, consider the profound change in perception that comes when you isolate yourself to consider the motivations behind your career choice. Was it passion, expectation, or security that guided your decision? Such questions, while simple, can unravel complex emotional responses and require the quietude of solitude to be fully explored and understood. The intensity of these discoveries often necessitates a retreat from social interactions. Engaging with others while trying to maintain a profound internal dialogue can dilute the experience and impede genuine insights. Thus, solitude becomes not just beneficial, but essential for authentic self-discovery. It ensures that the truths you uncover are introspected and integrated without the bias of external approval or disapproval. Welcome these periods of isolation as vital to your growth. They are not signs of detachment, but are profound engagements with your truest self. This intense journey of self-discovery, while solitary, ultimately equips you with a deeper understanding and acceptance of yourself, enriching your interactions with the world when you choose to return from solitude. Each venture into the depths of your soul, though done in isolation, prepares you to emerge more whole, harmonious, and ready to engage with the world in more meaningful ways. The fifth reason the path of the chosen one often leads to solitude is due to your uncompromising desire for relationships grounded in depth and authenticity. This discerning approach may limit the number of people in your inner circle, but it ensures that those who remain are aligned with your deepest values, creating a network of connections that are both profound and genuinely supportive. As you journey towards greater self-awareness and truth, you develop a keen sense for what constitutes a meaningful relationship. This often involves a deliberate shedding of superficial interactions, which, while socially fulfilling, fail to provide the substantive engagement you crave. Consider the transition as a refinement of your social sphere. You choose to invest your time and energy only in those relationships that encourage mutual growth, understanding, and sincerity. Consider yourself routinely partaking in typical social gatherings. Over time, you realize that many of these interactions skate on the surface of pleasantries and small talk, rarely diving into the deeper waters where true connections are forged. Faced with the choice between numerous shallow relationships and a few profound ones, you decide to let go of the former. This decision, though leading to fewer social engagements, significantly enhances the quality of your interactions. The friends and partners who remain are those who not only understand but celebrate your quest for authenticity and whose presence encourages your continued growth. This selective solitude is not loneliness. Rather, it's a conscious choice to surround yourself with people who challenge you intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually. Those who are not merely companions, but catalysts for transformation. Each relationship becomes a treasured space for genuine exchange, where masks are removed and vulnerabilities shared without judgment. This filtering process is reciprocal. As you become more authentic, you attract individuals who are themselves seeking truth and depth. These relationships are built on a solid foundation of mutual respect and shared values, making each interaction enriching and purposeful. Accept this selective solitude as a necessary adjustment to maintain alignment with your true self. While it may mean letting go of numerous acquaintances, it deepens those relationships that truly matter, turning them into sources of strength and joy rather than mere social fulfillment. This pursuit of depth over breadth in your social connections not only defines your personal relationships, but also mirrors your overall approach to life, seeking meaning, authenticity, and resonance in all you do. The sixth reason solitude becomes indispensable in your life, as the chosen one, is your profound need for quietude to process complex truths. This necessity for stillness and isolation arises from the intensity and depth of the truths you encounter, truths that often require significant mental and emotional bandwidth to fully absorb and integrate without the clamor of external opinions and distractions. Think of you grappling with a revelation about your life's purpose or a deep-seated belief that's been challenged. Such epiphanies are not mere intellectual exercises. They are transformative insights that can redefine your understanding of yourself and the world around you. The noise of everyday social interactions and the barrage of media can severely disrupt this delicate process of reflection and integration. It's akin to trying to hear a whisper in a storm. The profound subtleties of your insights are lost amidst the chaos. Consider, for example, the aftermath of a significant personal or professional event that forces you to re-evaluate your priorities and goals. The true processing and understanding of such an event can't occur in the midst of a busy social calendar or in environments saturated with other people's thoughts and judgments. Instead, you find yourself drawn to solitude, perhaps retreating to nature or spending days in quiet contemplation at home. During these periods of seclusion, you're not merely hiding from the world, you're actively engaging with your thoughts in a space that supports deep concentration and unhindered reflection. This quietude is essential because it provides the mental clarity needed to dissect and understand your experiences and beliefs. Without it, your ability to truly internalize and learn from your insights is compromised. In silence, your mind is free to explore nuances and draw connections between seemingly disparate ideas, allowing for a level of understanding that is rich with personal meaning and relevance. Furthermore, this need for solitude in processing truth is not a sign of weakness or escapism, but a testament to the depth of your engagements with the world. It reflects a commitment to authenticity and personal integrity, ensuring that the truths you welcome and the decisions you make are genuinely yours, untainted by the fleeting trends and shallow discourses that often dominate social exchanges. Therefore, cherish and protect this need for quietude. Recognize it as a powerful tool in your journey, one that not only facilitates profound personal growth, but also ensures that the truths you come to live by are deeply rooted in your own experiences and reflections, crafted in the sanctuaries of your chosen solitude. The seventh reason encapsulating the complex journey you undertake as the chosen one is the paradox of solitude and interconnectedness. While your quest for deeper truths may physically distance you from others, it paradoxically ushers you into a profound communion with the broader aspects of existence, connecting you spiritually to the world and its myriad life forms. Embark upon this mental voyage. As you withdraw into the silence required to grapple with profound truths, you find yourself removed from the hustle of everyday social engagements. Yet, it is precisely within these stretches of solitude that you begin to sense a deeper bond with the universe. Consider moments spent in quiet reflection under the stars, or while wandering alone in nature. Physically, you are alone, just one person in the vastness of the cosmos. However, spiritually and existentially, you feel an overwhelming connection to the fabric of life itself. Each star, each leaf whispers secrets of a shared existence, revealing that solitude is not emptiness, but a different mode of connection. This realization deepens as you ponder the human condition, the joys, sorrows, and hopes that pervade the lives of all people. Through your introspection, you come to see your own experiences mirrored in others. Your personal quest for truth, though solitary, links you to the countless seekers who have walked this path before and those who will follow. This is not a journey you walk alone, but a passage traveled by an entire lineage of truth seekers. Moreover, this interconnectedness extends beyond mere empathy. It becomes a vital insight that every truth you uncover, every understanding you reach, does not just transform you, but has the potential to resonate across the globe. Your discoveries contribute to the collective human understanding and the cosmic knowledge. This is the paradox. Your physical isolation becomes the conduit for a more profound spiritual and existential connection. In these moments of solitude, therefore, welcome the solitude not as a barrier but as a bridge. It is a passage that allows you to reach into the depths of your own soul and in doing so, touch the essence of the universe. Each solitary step you take on this journey deepens your bond with the larger forces at play, teaching you that true interconnectedness does not always require physical presence, but can be a soulful, profound realization of being part of something greater than yourself. This journey, while marked by isolation, is instrumental in achieving unparalleled personal growth, clarity, and authenticity. Each step taken in solitude is not just a movement away from the crowd, but a significant stride towards a more profound understanding of self and the universe. You've seen how this path, though often challenging, is vital. It separates you from the cacophony of everyday existence, allowing you to hear the more subtle tones of your inner voice. This voice, when listened to in the silence of solitude, guides you to truths that are not just personal revelations, but are universal echoes felt by those who dare to listen deeply. Whether it's the misalignment with societal norms that prompts you to question the status quo, or the intense journey of self-discovery that necessitates periods away from external influences, each aspect of solitude serves a purpose. It carves out the space necessary for significant insight and fosters a connection to the broader human experience through the shared quest for understanding. Solitude teaches you the strength of standing alone, the resilience of walking a path less traveled, and the courage it takes to adhere to one's convictions in a world that often prizes conformity over authenticity. This journey, while solitary, subtly links you to others on similar paths across time and space, creating a silent symphony of seekers who, though apart, are united in their quest for truth. As you continue on your path, remember that solitude is not just a byproduct of your quest. It is a powerful companion that shapes you, tests you, and ultimately reveals the deepest truths to you. Accept this solitude not as a burden, but as a sacred space where true growth and understanding can flourish. Now I invite you to share your own stories. How has solitude played a role in your journey towards truth? In sharing, you not only reflect on your path, but also inspire and affirm others in their solitary quests. Let your story be a beacon for those still navigating their way through the shadows, showing them that while the path is solitary, it is rich with the most profound discoveries life has to offer.